Hi there, I'm Frost, the owner of this channel, and whose voice you're hearing. Yeah, if you're not aware who I am, hello, I am a random moron on the internet. I am here bringing you another Call of Duty video, as I'm sure you can tell, because that's most likely why you're here, unless, I don't know, you'll be doing one of those 2am, 3am binges, but yeah, hello, Call of Duty video. We're going to be talking about the next game, which is things we know about, Vanguard. It's the next installment made by Sledgehammer, even though they were booted from the creation cycle a while ago. But now they're back, because Infinity Ward wanted more time to make the next Modern Warfare game, which makes sense, because, yeah, okay, basically this is the things we know about World War II Vanguard, just Vanguard really, but I'm going to be breaking this down into three main, well, technically four bits. You can have the campaign, multiplayer, Warzone, and zombies. Now, we're going to go, well, I want to start with zombies because that is the only one that isn't, as of right now when I'm recording this video, confirmed to be in the game. However, based off of previous Sledgehammer titles, it's a pretty safe bet that there will be one, right? I think we can all agree on that. Obviously, Advanced Warfare had it, Infinite Warfare had it, Call of Duty World War II had it. It's a pretty safe bet to say that, Sledgehammer will put a zombies mode in at some point, and nothing's confirmed right now, but, maybe when it gets closer to the launch date, which is early November, I believe, then we'll get more information on it. Hopefully. I mean, zombies is always fun. Now, okay, that's zombies out of the way because that's the one that hasn't been confirmed, alright? I want to just point that out immediately. It has not been confirmed there's a zombies. It's all speculation on my behalf. I'm just saying, based off of other things, it's a pretty safe bet it'll be in the game. Alright? Okay, cool. Now we're up to speed on that one. Let's get into Warzone. I don't talk about Warzone much, but I feel it should have its, mention, because if you're here for basically in these videos, I like to discuss everything we know. Obviously, Warzone's going to be a part of the next game because it's, Activision child at this point. So yeah, I'll give it its own section for once and I'll talk about it. This is a once in a blue moon occasion, so do not expect anything like this unless it's one of these videos, okay? Okay, good. Now that's out of the way. Basically, Warzone is getting its own map. I believe it's called Warzone Pacific. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's a Pacific set map, set in the Pacific. I don't know how many times I can say Pacific, not specific, But hey, here we are. Okay, now I don't know what the map's like. I haven't played it, as I said. I don't really care about Warzone. If you do, good for you. You can tell me what it's like in the comments, if you desire. But yeah, you won't be seeing me play it anytime soon, because as I said, I don't care about it. So, okay, there we go. Well, here we are. We've talked about the possibility of zombies, which is most likely happening. You've now got your Warzone, thing. Now, let's get into other things, okay? Such as the campaign. Now, if you're new to this channel, you've never seen me before, well, I do walkthrough series on the channel, okay? And I'm going to be playing the Vanguard campaign on the channel for a walkthrough. Obviously, that's what that whole segment was for, but yeah, so you want to stick around, come along for that, you're more than welcome to. I'll be playing the game in parts, I'll do each mission. So yeah, now that shameless plug is out of the way, let's get into what we know about the campaign. Now, from what Activision has put on Twitter and from what other people are saying, I believe the campaign is going to be like kind of four fronts of World War II. I'll get into what they are in a minute, but there's apparently going to be four fronts. There could be more, but based off of what's been teased, is four for right now. And those four are the Eastern Front. Hold on, before we get into it, I want to say I don't know how they're going to work it, whether it be like the Battlefield 1 and 5 campaign, where, you get like the different stories and you complete them all and you kind of get like a big story, kind of. I think that's how it works. I don't know, I've not played those campaigns in ages, but I believe that's how they're going to work it. No, they probably won't actually. They'll probably do one mission, one front, and then the next, and the other, and then so forward. But let's get into the fronts before I keep rambling my ass off. So there's going to be the Eastern Front, which is most likely, or most definitely going to be Russia. There's going to be the Western Front, which is most likely going to be Britain and France, unless they chuck the Americans in there like they did with World War II. There's the Pacific Front, which is the Americans versus the Japanese, most likely. And then, I've completely forgotten the name of the front, but it was set in North Africa, and based off of the teasers, I believe it's going to be the Australians as the protagonist in that one, so that's interesting. I don't think we've ever had an Australian Call of Duty protagonist, so it's going to be interesting to see how they work it. Now, I just want to point out that nothing is confirmed on that. This is just based off of what I've seen, and from what, others have seen. I could be chatting out of my ass, honestly, but I just want to, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, this is based off of what we know at this current moment. So, obviously things are subject to change, but just go with it, okay? Go with it. Don't hold me hostage and tell me I'm wrong when the game comes out, because that's not good. I have shit content to make for my YouTube channel, and So, we've talked about zombies, the possibility of it. We've talked briefly about Warzone, because I don't care about it. And we've talked about the campaign. Now we're talking about the big one. Multiplayer. Let's be real, that's what most of us play Call of Duty for. Now, I'm going to sink my teeth into the beta for the PlayStation players. Unfortunately for the Xbox and PC players, well, tough luck. But based off of what I know at this current moment, there's going to be, I don't know how you describe it, but there's going to be different ways to play. And by that I mean there's 3 modes. There's the normal 6v6 modes, which we know in Call of Duty, because that's what there is. That's the standard Call of Duty, should I say. There's another mode, which I've completely forgotten the name of, and then I believe the final one is called either Blitz or Frenzy, and basically it's ground war. That's what it is, it's ground war. But the action's going to be a lot more fast-paced. So if you like fast-paced matches with like 9 people shooting you at once, well, let me tell you something, this mode's for you. But yeah, it's going to be interesting if they see it, because I wonder if they're going to do it like Modern Warfare did it, where Ground War will have its own playlist and it'll have separate maps. But from what I've seen, that's not the case, and that all maps, I believe there's like 16 in total, with more to come obviously throughout the lifespan of the game. But from what I've seen, there's like 16 maps, and some are big, some are tiny, some are like the average size of a map, and the big ones are obviously designed for this frenzy mode. But the smaller ones, it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out. But let's get into the next thing. This has been big news, I guess you could say. Guns can now have, I think it's 10 attachments. Now when I first heard this, I shat myself, because if the guns, if they're, right, okay, so let me have a rant here. Treyarch, every time there's a new season, like to add a gun that's so overpowered that all the sweaty tryhards in their mum's basements love to use, right? This is fact. Now, if Sledgehammer's going to follow on the same kind of criteria as that, these new overpowered guns that come out every season can now have 10 attachments on them. And that made me, that scares me. It does, honestly, it scares me. So, they're also, score streaks and stuff, they're obviously, they're always going to be there. As for weapons, it's all going to be, World War II era stuff, like the STG-44, all those things. They're pretty standard, I have a feeling some of the things from the, Call of Duty World War II are going to return. So yeah, we're going to have to find out. Obviously, this is just kind of a short video telling you what we somewhat know already. But yeah, I'm excited for the new game. I hope, everyone's saying the new Battlefield's going to outdo it, but, I'm still going to buy it anyway because, well, I want to make content on it. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're also interested somewhat in the new game. But yeah, here we are. We're getting towards the end of this video. I've been your boy Frost. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. But yeah, are you excited for Vanguard or not? Let me know. Peace.